Express train, 3 boxes. Here we go. Let's go to Atlanta. Cubs, Braves. They honored Bobby Cox and Ted Turner before the game. Alex Bregman of the Chicago Cubs with a homer. That snaps a 23-game inning scoreless streak.
Inside him.
And that was the only hit for the
They
Cubs.
had an off day. He drove up to BMAC, Brian McCann's house, and said, we need to work on my swing. He goes deep.
Oh, wow.
What did he tell him?
Austin Riley worked
Well, I need to
with a
know
homer.
that.
Mike Yastrzemski, good lifetime numbers against Colin Ray. 5 for 10, now 3 homers. That's his first of the year.
Welcome.
Braves go on to
Bravo.
win 5-2.
And Dom Smith went 4 for 4.
Dom Smith's great.
Padres, Brewers, Joey Ortiz. That's a solo home run, giving the Brewers a quick 1-0 lead.
All we talk about is this defense, so it's nice to...
Yeah. Matt Waldron has allowed a homer in 13 consecutive innings. Bottom of the 4th, Sal Frelick, excellent football player in high school.
Some would say he was the 2017 Gatorade State Player of the Year.
Well, everyone would say it. I mean,
Oh, okay.
Which means 2-a-days, which means...
Which means he's not going to quit.
Right.
Which means
Bryce
when the
Terang.
dust settles,
Bryce Terang
Sal
doesn't
Frelick
quit.
will be in the fight.
He doubles down the line. Brewers go on to win 6-4. Royals, White Sox. Bobby Witt Jr. in the first. This is his 6th.
Look at his what?
Does that look like it's leaving?
It does not.
Exactly. But
This sneaky pop.
the fibers in his core and tuchus.
Hey, speaking of fibers and core, Derek Hill comes on as a pinch hitter, makes a delivers a big blow, and then he makes a great catch out in the field.
The White Sox are second in the AL Central, Robert.
They're at 20 wins.
Game and a half back.
We're going to talk about the White Sox a little bit later, talk about their potential and what their ceiling is as they beat the Royals 6-5. First pitch, Yankees-Orioles, Paul Goldschmidt.
I'm just trying to get loose.
Want to know why? Tell him.
Because he's Jack.
Yeah.
Aaron Boone is like, see, this is what I do. I make these kind of moves. Trent Grisham, 3-run homer. 6-0 New York.
Hey.
All right, with the things got away from the Yankees defensively.
Yeah, we had some
2 errors.
We had some errors.
But Will Warren able to escape it as the Orioles can't do anything with bases loaded and no one out. All right, our top story in Houston, Astros cannot beat the Mariners.
Was this 8?
This is 9.
9?
9 consecutive losses for the Seattle Mariners. It did mark the return of Tatsuya Imai. Bumpy in his return. Didn't throw the split a lot, if at all. Randy Arozarena goes deep.
We're going to have a come to Jesus on your Astros here in about a month.
He was throwing a 2-seamer, a sinker. Dominic Canzone couldn't care less about it because he got a grand slam. That's his first career grand slam. And then we showed this to begin the show. Cal Raleigh snapping an 0 for 38. Mariners win 10-2.
Shower full uni. You ever done that?
Cardinals, A's.
No.
Jordan
I thought about
Walker.
it.
17 years.
That's an RBI single. 1-0 St. Louis.
This was quick. By the way, Cardinals playing baseball. Weatherholt gets on in the first. Hit and run with Ivan Herrera. First and third. We're moving and shaking.
And then JJ's just plain old hitting. That's a 2-run homer. He's got 8 bombs. Give him the dog chain.
This
then
is
Shea Langeliers.
destroyed.
Oh, mommy.
God.
Good night, nurse.
I love when you say that.
That's his 12th home run of the year. However, the Cardinals win 6-4.
Let's stay on the West Coast. Giants and Dodgers continuing their series on MLB Network. It's game 3 tonight. And on the mound, you will see Shohei Ohtani pitching on his home mound after getting 2 hits last night. Ray sharing the mound with him. And D-Row, you saw one swing. You saw one swing because we documented the numbers and the offensive numbers. I mean, his ERA is sub-1, but the offensive numbers down this year. And you saw one swing. You said he's going to go deep. And how'd you know?
Listen, he was timed up. His tush was up under him. Everything looked perfect. He was right on time, as opposed to what I've been watching from Shohei Ohtani. First off, let me say this. I like my Shohei Ohtani to hit 50 homers and drive in 100 and steal 20 bags. I'm not so fixated, but I'm not so fixated on the pitching.
Yeah. Well, you're going to say that until he wins the Cy Young.
He can do whatever. If he walks in to ownership and Dave Robertson says, I want to win a Cy Young this year, then you do everything in your power to put him in that position because he is just a cash cow.
Yeah.
But you feel like the
He's
Dodgers can
changed
get
the way
by.
they are
They
able
need
to
his bat
operate.
more than they need his arm. Is that?
I think they need his offense more, ultimately, because I do believe as good as he is, you're probably still handing the ball to Yamamoto in game 1. Snell in game 2. I can make the argument for Glass now in game 3. And then Ohtani 4. And then we move all the Sheehan's and the Robleskis and the Suzakis to the bullpen is what we're doing. I get it on the pitching side, but I love him when he's hitting jacks because he's one of the biggest forces in the game. He's Aaron Judge on the West Coast. I don't want to lose that because when I remember my Shohei Ohtani and how I like him, he does this. Boom! Every night. Remember the year he didn't pitch, 24?
Yeah.
He said, let me steal 60 bags to go with my 50 bombs. I want that guy back. Because we've seen him hit absolute tanks. Offensively, he has slow played the year. Maybe he's focusing more on pitching. Who's to say? But he was outside hitting the other day. He never comes outside and hits. He does all his work underneath. But when he's right, he's Aaron Judge. OPS leader since the start of 2023. There he is. Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani, Alvarez, on down the line. As good as it gets. All right, let's keep it going because I want to focus on what I was watching as opposed to what I got last night. I was seeing a lot of late rollover. Run that back for me real quick. We talk about this all the time, creating bat path. How long is your bat in the zone? Right? If you're on time, regardless of when this front foot comes down and you're thinking up the middle the other way and you drop it in a slot and think of bottom hand to the baseball and stay through it, you're creating lag and giving yourself a margin for error. When you're late to the party, you go to fire, all of a sudden you realize you're late. You got to create room. Here comes the top hand. I get rolly and rotational around the baseball, hence the ground balls to first base. Watch this. He'll realize his bottom hand's not on time. I got to get the top hand involved, clear space, and roll around my front leg and ground out to first. And this is what you were getting for the last 7 to 10 days. You could tell he was getting frustrated. Again, rolling around rotational. And then all of a sudden, he faced Spencer Strider on Saturday. Last night, I'm watching more of the same. Take a look at this. Shohei Ohtani's pulled ground ball percentage. 2022, it was 20.6. 2026, I know small sample size, it's 32.4. Keep it going. Hot change me. Come on, Wolin. There we go. Highest pulled ground ball percentage. I don't want my Shohei Ohtani to be hitting ground balls like Matt
You
Wallner.
say that one more time.
Yeah, why is he? Stop
yours.
saying my Shohei Ohtani.
Listen, I like him a certain way. Okay,
He's
what did I see
customizable.
last night?
Yes.
Instead of rotational,
Yes.
I saw one swing of the second pitch of his first at bat, and I'm like, he's on. Oh, good God. You want to talk about, run that back for me and pause it. You want to talk about being on time, staying tall, presenting, no reach, having space to work your bat path? Run this slow. There will be no redirect. Pause. Bottom hand through the baseball, everything in unison, rear end up under him, perfect foundation. Adrian Hauser's lucky he didn't make contact with that or it was leaving. Now he gets a nasty pitch away, ground ball with eyes through the right side. I'm 1 for 1. He needed that knock. Now I know my average is going up tonight. My next AB, I relax. I try and absolutely kill a ball to the pull side. Now I take a deep breath and I roast a pitch that's probably a ball outside the other way for a homer. And now I'm back. Now, granted, he faced a nasty lefty and struck out his last at bat, but it's a work in progress. These two ABs are going to get him right back. Run this. Pause. Run it back where, yes. Kids at home talk about this all the time. If you take anything from this, Bottom hand's your steering wheel, top hand's your power. You take this bottom hand to the baseball, the barrel's coming right behind it. Run it slow. Watch that bottom hand right to the baseball.
Boy, that's nice.
But the rear end's up under him. Chest is tall. Timing's on point. I would expect him to get really hot here now.
Yeah, it's all fun and games until he tells ownership, I'm going to take next year off. That way I can come back and be the comeback player of the year.
How do you like your Shohei Ohtani?
I like my Shohei Ohtani. Hey, whatever he wants to do, I like it. So, good stuff,
No, that's a lie, Robert. That's not true. We like our Shohei to hit 50.
Well, I like to see both. You know, every fifth day I want him
I
being
would like
an
10
ace.
strikeouts and 3 home runs a la Game 4 of the National League Championship Series.
In the same-
Is that too much to ask?
Yeah, come on.
Yes, it is.
Hey, when we
No,
come
it's
back,
not.
when we
It
come back
happened.
here on MLB Central, let's